What made you learn the double bass?
Well, I had friends when I was small who were in orchestras, and I thought they were having so much fun. I wanted to join too, and I had to pick an instrument that the orchestra needed. They had lots of the other instruments, but they needed a bass. So I picked up the bass.
What's the lowest note you can play?
The double bass, like this, has 4 strings, and the lowest one is E.
And what's the highest note you can play in your double bass?
The highest note I can play, well, it goes up and up. And at the top of the fingerboard, I get to a D. But I can go higher than that. I don't even know what the highest note is.
How many strings does it have?
This double bass has 4 strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I have another bass which is bigger and has 5 strings, and the bottom one is even lower.
Can you play it and spin it?
Of course.
What is your double bass made from?
The bass is made out of the same things as a violin. It's got maple on the back and on the sides. It's got pine on the front, ebony on the fingerboard, and the wood for the bow is Pernambuco from Brazil.
How do you carry it around?
Well, if it's not in its bag, I put one hand here under the corner, one hand around the neck, and I pick it up like this. If it's in the bag has a strap which goes around from shoulder to shoulder. I put the strap over my shoulder and I carry it on my back by the strap.
Are there different ways to play the double bass?
Well, of course. You can pluck it like a guitar. Which is a nice kind of happy sound. You can bow it, which we do in the orchestra most of the time, gives you longer sounds. Also quicker sounds. And slidey sounds. And Jörg Widmann's favourite sound is when you pull the string away from the fingerboard and let it slap.
Is it like a bass guitar?
It is like the bass guitar. It's tuned the same, and you can play it like this.
How old were you when you started to learn the double bass?
I was a late starter. I began when I was 15 years old, but before I started the double bass, I had played the piano for several years, and I had sung a lot of singing in choirs, which I really liked.